Hi, this is ronMctube. We're playing the Hunter Cuatro Wild on PC. Today we're taking our first look at Cuatro Colinas. It's a brand new Spanish reserve we've all been waiting for. Ron's got an exclusive look at it, and I'm going to take a look around, see what it looks like, look at the different topography. It's absolutely stunning. It's an assault on the senses. They really always do great reserves. They're always beautiful, and we want to see all the different animals. So let's take in a bit of the sights as we look around. I haven't got a specific theme. We're just going to do some hunting, do some missions, take a look at what it looks like, and just enjoy our hunting. It's going to be pretty loosely done, and we're just going to have a chilled hunting time as we discover Cuatro Colinas. Right, let's get into some information about the map. The Cuatro Colinas Game Reserve is based off Iberian Spain. The map is broken into a mix of stereotypical terrain and flora that is commonly found in Spain, from fields full of sunflowers and lavender to mountains covered with low-growing shrubs and trees. The buildings, outposts and other features really polish off the map, and it really does give a feel of Spain. Here's our first outlook point. We're going to come to, as you can see, it's sort of like a round cylinder shaped stone tower. We're going to have a look inside that and on top of it, but the views are absolutely stunning. It's really nice. They've really nailed this. But like I say, they always do nail the reserves, don't they? They always look really nice. Thick stone walls, as you can see. Let's take a look inside. Quite high as well. I'm glad they've added these as a different. Got braces in the walls. They're normally to hold the stone as well as being decorative. Let's go upstairs. Winding staircase. There's so much to talk about, find out about. If you want to hear anything or know anything about the reserve, drop it in the comments, or if you want to see anything, I will be making lots of videos on Colinas, Cuatro Colinas. So let's take a look around, and as you can see, look at the view. Absolutely stunning. It's a really big reserve as well. You really get the size of it as you're exploring around, as you're moving. So let's take a look at the map. Here we are. You will notice on the map that there are 4 main mountains on the map. Each mountain contains a separate species of ibex, 10 species in total. The animals you will find on this map are Basiti ibex, Gredos ibex, the Ronda ibex, the southeastern ibex, the Mouflon sheep. Now all of those have got true racks and they're all new species. We've also got the Iberian Wolves. They're a new species and they're aggressive, so that's going to be interesting to have a look at that, because if they're more aggressive than the normal wolves, Ron's in for trouble, because I always get killed by the normal wolves, never mind these new Spanish Iberian wolves. Red deer, they wanted to get true racks in with them, but it's a massive undertaking because they've got very complex antlers, so they're just the normal red deer racks at the moment, but true racks is coming, so at least that's one good thing. They haven't rushed it out just for the sake of it. Roe deer are also here. They've got true racks. We've got wild boar. We've got European here, which is a new species, and I think there's one actually down here with my accent. Super pun. I think it's actually in these sunflowers or in the lavender. Maybe there's a group of them, I don't know. As well as new animals, there is a brand new 6.5 rifle. It's called the Mårtensson, which is great fun, and it provides both the power and speed for the type of shooting required on this map. Now I'm going to compare the Mårtensson against the Solikin Mosin, because that's a firm favourite and it's a brilliant gun. 243 used to be the king. Solikin come along, the Mosin, and that sort of took its place, and now will the 6.5 Mårtensson take that place? I will compare them both, try them and see what the pluses and minuses are. We have found a European here track, so it was that what I heard. We'll take a look through here. I'm not going to shoot anything just yet, because I'm taking a look round and I'm going to roam round, looking at all the views, the plants, the topography, and then when I get to an outpost, I'm going to put my guns on. We'll take a look at the new gun and see what the differences are, and then we're going to do a bit of hunting and we'll continue on with our missions. But I think the European here is in here, so let's see if we can sneak through these sunflowers. If there's anything you want to see for Cuatro Wild or for Cuatro Colinas, any species hunting, drop that in the comments. I'll try and make that happen. There is the European here. I can just see it. We're not going to shoot this one. This one's lucky because I've not got my shotgun what I want to use. Basically, we're on an early build for YouTubers, streamers, to just show you in advance how this reserve looks, what the animals are like. So I haven't got it set up like my normal game, so we've got to go to an outpost, and it's run off. So we've got to get all our kit together and sort my perks and stuff out. But it's great looking round. It's like sort of starting as a new player. We've got plenty in here. I can hear them beating the feet. Alright, let's run through these sunflowers. Check over here. Got loads of open fields. The size, you can really feel the enormity of how big the reserve is. It's got great atmosphere. It's going to take a lot of working out where the best spots are in here. It seems like it's 3 times bigger than any other reserve because it's so open. A lot of areas on other maps have got big forests and things like that, but because there's a lot of open fields on this, it feels so much bigger. So like I say, there's going to be a lot of recce work put into here to find out where all the good hunting spots. What we'll find in these kind of fields. Now in the UK, you'd probably get roe deer, pigs, wild boar in those areas. Let's just take a look where we are. I'm going to go to that outpost because it's the nearest one. We'll probably get the ATV to go to the next point, which is marked on my left as part of the mission. I'm going to put some guns on and get ready to do some hunting because I know you want to see that as well. But I wanted to start out by showing some of the reserve, how it looks. I'm also going to be giving out some games and DLCs over the next week. So make sure you listen to what I'm saying instead of skipping, because I will be giving games and DLCs out for the Hunter Quarter Wild. The DLCs are going to be for this reserve, and the games are going to be the base games. So just make sure you keep listening, because at some point during some of the videos I'm going to ask a question, and one will be for a game and one will be for Cuatro Colinas DLC. I'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. Now let's get into the important part, which is when is the release date? The release date is the 10th of December across all platforms. So there you go, you know now, 10th of December, all platforms. These games and DLCs I'll be giving away are on the PC only. Sorry about that. Love to give you console guys games or DLCs, but it just can't be done because how the games and DLCs are generated on consoles, they have to be live before they can give them away. They just sort of don't exist until they're live. So sorry about that. Check out Expansive Worlds competitions though on social media and their live streams, because they will be giving away prizes to do with this anyway. Right, back to hunting. I'm checking out all the fields along the way and I'm looking for animals. There's lots of these open fields. It'll be interesting to see what are around these areas. I'm expecting wild boars, roe deer, European hares. It is, like I say, it's Europe, so it's sort of like in my area in the UK, a lot of this. We don't have so much lavender like this, but there is a lot of these hay fields, and we used to have a farm, and you have all the hay and hares and things like that around, very similar. So it's sort of part of the UK on here, because obviously it's Europe. Now here is our first outpost. It's all stone, thick stone made, probably from the mountains around. Looks very good. These lavender bushes look great. I think they're olive trees. Correct me if I'm wrong, drop it in the comments. And I think they're grape vines. So it's probably a vineyard sort of place by the looks of it. It does look really great. Looks very realistic. If you look at any pictures, if you don't know Spain or Iberia or any sort of like region like this, check it out on Google and you'll see how they've nailed this. All the plants, topography, and the buildings, everything is Spanish. It's really well done. I think you'll see a lot of Spanish people, and the Hunter Spain group is big as well. So they're going to be jumping up and down. I bet they was buzzing when they found out they was going to get their own Spanish reserve. It must have really made them happy. I seen it when I first seen it announced. I thought that's the first people I thought of. I thought they're going to absolutely be buzzing, because you're getting your home reserve to hunt on. And a lot of people wanted ibex as well. So ibex, this reserve, it's going to be very popular. we just got to discover where everything is, so let's just get over here to this reserve and get some guns and kit on, and then we can go hunt them. Hopefully get some nice animals along the way. So here it is, our first Spanish Iberian Cuatro Colinas stone outpost. Stone building, like a stone barn, thick stone. Hay in here. This is what you store in here in the UK. You put your hay in here to keep it dry, to feed your animals. Got some wheels or some wagons. Wheelbarrow. Let's have a look over here. What's this? It's a small cabin, stone outpost. This looks like a meat hanging room. You put like your pigs or deers and hang them. Store them in there and your meat, maybe cure them. Let's claim our post. We used to have pigs and we used to cure them and have them all year round. You normally have them in the summer. We feed them up from small, and then in the Christmas they get the chop, and that's where you get your sausages. Lots of joints and stuff. Let's go in here. This looks like the house part of it. Yep, here's our living quarters. So we've got some refreshments, some beds. This is a new building, bags and stuff. This is where we rest. Nice little leather settee, rustic table. What's that? Something in there? It's a cigar box maybe. Cooker, bin, kitchen. Be nice if we could interact with some of this stuff. I don't know whether it's worth wasting resources doing it, so we can turn taps on the stuff, but just to make it a bit more realistic maybe, I don't know. Talking nonsense, Ron. Right, it's a bathroom, toilet. So we better look in here. It looks very nice, really well done. Now I think it's time to go get some kit and do some hunting. But some are thinking, when's he going to get hunting? When's he going to get shooting stuff? That's all I want to see. Right, let's get some of these rifles. Let's have a look at this new rifle. Where is it? Mårtensson. Here we go. Right. There is 3 variations of this. 2 you can actually get and buy straight away. Mårtensson 6.5mm lightning, and then you've got the Thunder variation, and then you've got the Rayo one, which is locked. And the Rayo one you get from doing missions. Now I don't know if you've got to do a certain set of missions or you've just got to finish all of the missions yet. That's not known. So that's the one you get from the DLC. I do like the colouring and that, and it looks really nice. So we're definitely going to unlock that at some point. But we're going to buy that one or the top one. It costs 10,000 in this. I don't know if that's going to change, but there you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Mårtensson 6.5. I'll buy that one, the lightning version, and then I'm going to take the Solikin. Now we're going to compare these. I'm going to show you the accuracy, the recoil, the reload speed, and the hip shot difference, because that's what we want to know, which is the new king. Now if you look at these 64 and 58 on the recoil and the accuracy, now look at this. The accuracy is higher on that one and the recoil is different to the Solikin. Now the reload speed is a lot quicker on the Solikin versus the reload speed on the Mårtensson. Look at that, it's really slow actually. So that might count when you think about choosing this, and the hip shot is more accurate on the Solikin against the Mårtensson. So there's definitely differences. So this is going to lead to which you're probably going to pick how you hunt. I think we'll probably see this. So you've got the accuracy and the recoil on the Mårtensson is better versus the Solikin. Oh no, there's 58 on the Solikin as well. So it's going to be tough. I tell you what, which is going to be the better. Now we've got the polymer tips and we've also got the soft points. Now some people are saying the soft points might be good, but look at the penetration, the expansion on the difference between them. How do you hunt? Do you use polymer tips or do you use soft points? It might be worth experimenting with soft points with this new 6.5, but I'm mainly going to be using poly tips, to be honest. I found from using soft points and poly tips that poly tips seem to suit how I hunt. Here's the scopes we're going to be using. I'm going to use the Hyperion 42. I always use that. We'll take the True Vision Tritanium sights as well, just to show you what they're like. I don't really use them on rifles because normally you shoot at range and it's normally for close range stuff. It can be useful, the Tritanium sights, but mainly they're for close range stuff. So we'll take the Solican as well. You know all about this. It's the king of rifles at the minute, but will the 6.5 Mårtensson take its place? We'll soon see. We need a shotgun as well because we've got European here. So we're going to take one of these shotguns, get some shot in it. I do like the artisan one. The actual skin on that is beautiful. It's engraved, really nice. Now we need some shotgun ammo. Right, where is it? Now if you're not sure on anything, click compatible and you will find your ammo that you need. It's going to be a long day for Ron, I tell you. I won't be sleeping for a few days and we'll be videoing solid, so this is just the start. So if you want to see anything, drop it in the comments because it will get done. And we've got a tent. We're going to swap all our rifles over, all our kit. And then we're ready to roll finally. We're going to get some animals shot. Now what will we see first? What do you think we'll see? I'm looking forward to seeing the ibex. I'm not going to lie. The ibex and the Mouflon is the highlight of this. I do like wolves as well. But the ibex is one of my favourite species from the Hunter Classic. I used to spend many hours, and there's probably spent 1,000 hours just hunting ibex alone. So I can't wait to see what the different variations of the Spanish ibex look like. Also the Mouflon, which does look like a big orange sheep. This is obviously, with these goats, sheep being added, it's obviously going to open the door to more sheep, goats being added in the future. So other reserves might get a different sheep or a goat added, which didn't have them before. So it's a really good addition to the game. It's going to open up the potential so much to what we can have in the future. Right, so we've got about everything now. We could put the scope on, true vision. Should we put the true vision on first? If we put that on first, then we can see what this new 6.5 Mårtensson looks like. We're just got to make sure we get this right. This is ideally it could do with speeding up the inventory, but I think that'll come in the future. Right, so get these sights on. Let's have a look at the true vision first on the 6.5 and show you what it looks like. It's got a really mechanical sound to it, and that's what I love. Right, there you go. The true vision sights on it really stand out well. If you like using these, there's no visibility issues with these. You can see really well, they're quite bright. We'll put our Hyperion 42 lens scope back on, which is what I always use. It's my favourite one. What is your favourite scope? Drop that in the comments. Do you like a certain one? A lot of people do like certain sights, scopes, reticles over certain ones. We'll take the shotgun. I think the European hairs aren't going to be much trouble to get, so I don't think we really need a scope for them. Some of the scopes, I think this one's got it's just got the sights. We could put those on. Do we really need those? I don't think we do, because the European hairs are going to be quite close when we shoot them anyway, so we shouldn't really need that. But there is some of the shotgun scopes which we could add if we want to do. But we've got the artisan, and I think, to be honest, it'll be fine. We've got, look, nah, don't want a 4 times on it. Don't really like it. So we'll get an ATV. I might get quiet for a minute because it's noisy. I have asked the developers I would like a little mute button for ATVs. It would make it useful because they are quite noisy, but that is very realistic. Whoever made this ATV, you're champions. Or whoever makes them, you're brilliant, because these are one of my favourite things in the game. Well, I'm short for a minute and I'll see you back in a minute when we get to our location. We've gone through a few rocks, taking the views. tracks here. What's these? Wild boar, right. So we've located European here and wild boar, so we know they're right at the start of the map, which is good. Let's take a quick look on the map and show you where we are, just in case you need to know where wild boar are. And off we go again. That's that mission done. Another outpost unlocked. What's in store next? We should have a new mission. Open case Alfonso complete. Now where we've got to go next? Right, we've got to go over here. Right, we've got to find secret hunting spot. Follow the trail, which is just over here through these vineyards. Olive trees and sunflowers. Look how big it is. You just can't get over the enormity of how big the reserve is. Like I say, with not so many forests and a lot of open ground, it does really make it seem absolutely huge. Be interesting to see how far you can go. We've got a little pond over there, lake. I think we should go and have a look over there. What's that? Road here. So we've got a road here now. I think we'll go and have a look over there. We have got to go over to that objective for the mission. But I think we'll have a look at this lake first, so we can get some hunting done. Might find those wild boar as well where we find the tracks. A lot of animals do like water in the Hunter Quarter Wild. It's one of the best places to go. Here's some grapes, grape plants. A vineyard. Like I say, I think these are olive trees. If I'm wrong, drop that in the comments. But I'm just guessing that they are. I'm no expert on Spain. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. It's quite hard to freestyle this off the dome as I'm walking around hunting. I do make some mistakes, but some of these videos are going to be really long, so just got to make it up as we go along. Right, can we see any animals? They must not be ripe yet. I wonder if they go up and shake them or if they just drop down when they're ripe. Alright, here we go. I can see a wild boar. So we've got a female wild boar. We're not really after trophies. If we get trophies in this episode, it's just a bonus. Today it's just learning about Cuatro Colinas, the reserve, and just seeing what's on it and looking at how it looks and just getting a sort of feel, you know what I mean, a beginning feel to it. More intense hunting videos, focused hunting videos will come later on once we know where all the locations are. At the minute we know nothing, it's just brand new. So we're not going to be out for diamond wild boars or diamond this or that, but if they come across them and we get them, then that's a bonus. So our first wild boar, can we get him? Should we try out the 6.5? See how it does. Right, come here, where are you? Out of view. I don't know if it's my perks, but it seems to pop up slow. But if we noticed when we was on about the gun and that, it did seem to be a little slower for things like reload and that. Maybe it's part of that, I don't know. But it definitely feels slow. It might just be my perks, but we'll try that out. We'll compare it with a Mosin when we find an animal we can shoot with that versus the 6.5 Mårtensson, I should say. The two S's on the Mårtensson keep throwing me. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Right, let's go over here. See if we can get a wild boar with it. I want to see what the power's like. I know it's got a really clunky like reloading sound. I play PUBG and it sounds like the AWM in that, because that's got a cartridge very similar to this. And you hear a plunk. It's a really mechanical. It's really good. Punchy sound. Right, where is this wild boar? Normally where there's one wild boar, there's normally more. They're normally in groups. Where does it go? Come on, we want to test out this 6.5. Let's see if it is the new Silicon Mosin killer, the replacement. I tell you what, it's gonna need to be really good to beat it, because the Mosin is right up there. The 243 used to be my favourite rifle to use all rounder. Here is a wild boar. Here we go. And you know what? I think that's user error. I'm not going to blame the rifle on that one. I think I did a weak shot on it. It does seem weird because how you pick it up and load it and shoot it, it seems a little slower. There's the sound with the cartridge. It does seem very slow in comparison. Like I say, I think that's probably my perks, but it definitely throws me a little bit. Right, let's go over and collect it, or see where I hit it even. Yeah, that's a bad shot. That's Ron's fault there. It's not the gun. I'll take the hit for that. That was a bad shot. But it's brand new. It's our first shot with it. we'll work it out as we roam round these vineyards and olive fields, orchards. Come on, give me another one. I'll rectify it. I'll do a better shot. Right, where are you? Now the other one went over here. There's lots more tracks for wild boars, so there's obviously more in this area. Here we go. What was that? Is that the same one? What's that? I'm so used to looking through my scopes as well. Some of these perks not being on is throwing me a little bit. Right. Some people will ask, why don't you look through binos instead of your gun? Because I like to look through my rifle, and if I see the animal, shoot it there and then. Sometimes when you pull up your binos and then look for your gun, the animal can be gone or into brush. So once you've got a basic location of it and you use the rifle, if you've got a big scope on, you can see it clear enough, near enough as binos anyway, and then you can just shoot, can't you? So you don't have to wait. I've got Europe in air there. I'm going to kill that in a minute, hopefully. Right, let's kill this wild boar first. Is that the one we just shot? Walking away. I think there's a group of them here. Ah, look at that, perfect. Right, there we go. That should be a kill shot. If that's not a kill shot, I'll be very surprised. Now there's one. Alright, should we shoot that one as well? The other one we shot, the bad shot, is already down. The other one should be dead, so I think that's 3 we should have there. What do you think to the sound of the gun? What are you most looking forward to trying out on this reserve? What animal do you want to hunt first, or are you going to go after first when you get on Cuatro Colinas? Are you going to be after the 6.5 Mårtensson first? Is that what you're going for? So there we go. Now that did do well. Left lung, right lung. You want a double lung ideally, or a heart shot or a brain shot if you want to use brain shooting people. And that's down, so no problem with that. It weren't a very long shot, so can't really compare that. This one's the bad shot. What's that up there? Oh, it's gone away now. I can't see what it was. I think it was either a hare, a European hare, or another wild boar. You know what? I'm going to do my first competition with this wild boar. Messed it up, but to make up for it, I'm going to give away a base game of Call of Wild. What is the score of this wild boar? Now the first person to put this in the comments gets a copy, a base game copy of Call of Wild on the PC, yeah? One only for this video, but whoever does the score of that boar just then, puts it in correctly, the first person gets a base game of Call of Wild. So good luck with that. One copy only for the base game, and add me on Steam to get the prize. Once I've said you've won, right? Let's get back to the hunting. Good luck with that. Oh, we've got a road there. Now, I'm not sure. Now, it's a level 2 gun. The 6.5 Mårtensson is. The Sorokin is ethical and got integrity. Integrity? Is that even a word? It's got integrity for road air. So, we're going to try the Mårtensson. How's this? We're going to give it a shot. It might not do, but this is what we're here for. We're doing a bit of field testing, aren't we? It's brand new. I want to know myself. I'm not sure if it can shoot a roe deer. Right, we've hit it. I'm going to run over after we've collected the wild boar and collect it. Now, will it have integrity for the Mårtensson? We're trying to find out the pluses and minuses of whether you should use the Mosin or the Mårtensson. That is basically the gist of it. Some people will just use the 6.5 Mårtensson anyway. Look at that. We've got another 2 wild boar. It's a female. Right lung. So because we didn't get double lung on that, we got 77 on a quick kill. It's interesting what guns people are going to use on some of these animals. Drop in the comments what guns you're going to be using for Cuatro Colinas when you're hunting on here, and for what animals. I am interested to hear your opinions. A lot of people use different guns in different variations and have their own setups. Mine is normally either the 243 or the Mosin for my first gun. Then I normally use the 7mm, and then I normally use the 338 as my third gun. That's normally my default setup for most reserves. What's your default setups? Drop it in the comments. I'd like to see what you're all up to, what you mainly use when you're hunting on the Hunter Core of the Wild. Right, let's go and have a look at this roe deer. Now, where'd I shoot it? I was too busy jabbering and looking around. I've lost where I shot it. We've got European hare in the area. Now, where's that? Might get a little bonus if we can find it. Now, the roe deer was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Or was it behind me? Not sure. I can't find the track. Let's say there's no tracks. I hit that, didn't I? I hit the roe deer 100%. There's no way I missed that. I'm not that bad. Hey up, what are you doing here? European hare behind me. Here we go. Take out the Mårtensson shotgun and kablamo! Down it goes. So there we go. Another species dropped. One of the new ones, a European hare. I didn't have much chance with that. That's a gold. It's a gold female. Here we go. I think we've hit it in about every place on its body, as you can see with the shots, which is pretty good. So I'm glad that I've got one of those. I've had wild boar, got the European hare, and we should have a roe deer in a minute. Now, will it have the integrity? Will it be ethical with the 6.5 Mårtensson? I'm not sure myself, but we will soon know. Like I say, the Mosin, the Solikin, definitely is ethical, and I will show you when I find another one, just to show you, to obviously people who haven't used them, to try and get the differences of each gun and the benefits. We know the Mosin's quicker to reload as well, so imagine you've got a group of animals. That split second might make the difference between you getting another couple of animals over using the 6.5. But then again, is the 6.5 is a bit more powerful or easier to aim, then that might be better because you might be more accurate. It's going to be not an easy one to decide. So here's the roe deer, 6.5, integrity 0. So that weighs that up. So when it comes to roe deer, I'm going to be using the Mosin. Right, so where we're going next, I'm going to go here and I'm going to track an animal by hearing its call. So it's going well. I'm loving the location. It's really well done. We've got anything else over here? What's that? Some roe deer bouncing away. But I think we're going to head over to our location, I think, and continue from there. Let's have a look at it because it looks quite a nice one. So I moved on a bit and I found another roe deer. We left that one, it was a 2. I was going to shoot it, but I thought, you know what, let's just show for proof that when we're using the Mosin, it's ethical, it's got the integrity on the roe deer, because that's what we're trying to decide now. Which gun do you use when you're hunting on which reserves? And like I say, the Mosin is ethical and it has got the integrity on roe deer. So the 6.5 hasn't. Does that make a difference to you? Drop that in the comments, or you're not really bothered. What are you going to be using the 6.5 for? Are you going to be using it for wild boar, for the ibex, for the Mouflon? I think that's what a lot of people will mainly use it for Mouflon, the ibex and the wild boar. I think that's what they'll do. You can take down wolves with it as well, with a well placed shot, but that'll be interesting. We'll have to compare that against some other guns again when we start hunting the wolves, to see what you'd use. But there you can see, look, the integrity is there for the Mosin. So we've done that. It started raining like it always does on any reserve of mine, but we're going to move up here to where we need to be and get our reserve done. So we found the secret hunting spot apparently. I am going to show you some of the missions as I do them, but obviously I'm not going to go through the entirety until it's actually out. So I don't want to spoil the completion of it, but I am just going to do a few of them while I'm exploring. I'm not going to do the main mission before it's out and show you that, because obviously that's going to ruin it. So what we'll do is we'll break it up. We'll do a few missions which don't really give anything away, and then we'll do some hunting along the way to break it up, and then take a look at other things as we progress. Like I say, it's a bit of a freestyle. We're just going to do it, hunt, play as you would normally, and just discover the reserve. Now because the rain has come in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tent down there in a minute. I'm going to end this video and then we can continue on once I've just sorted the time out, because I want to show you all this valley in its best. And when it's all rainy and cloudy, it's going to be awkward to see anything because there's a lot of hills here, and it's a lot bigger than it looks when the clouds aren't here, because obviously that fills it up and you can't see the whole area while it's cloudy, rainy, misty. So I want to show you when the sun's out really. So what we'll do is we'll put a tent down. I'll try and have a look to see if we can see anything up here, but I think it's going to be hard to see all around this big area, this big valley, while the rain and mist is in. Well, we've not done bad for our first video. We've got a few animals under our belt. We've had a wild boar, we've had European hares, we've had roe deer. We haven't seen the ibex yet, but I'm hoping once the weather clears we might be able to spot them in this valley, because this is the kind of area where you would find the ibex and the mouflon in the mountains. So let's just get a tent out, we'll place it down. Ron's going to have a little cup of tea and then we're going to continue videoing. There's going to be, like I say, a lot of videos coming out, and I've got a lot of work to be doing. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. I really do enjoy doing them, and I'm so happy to get my first exclusive look at Cuatro Colinas for the Hunter Call a While. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels, and thanks for watching. Watch the next episode, is coming right after this. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.